There is something you need to remember. You are not defined by the moments where you struggled. You are defined by the way you kept going, even when it hurt. By the way you kept loving, even after you were disappointed. By the way you kept believing, even when life felt uncertain. That is courage. That is grace. That is strength. And strength doesn't always feel strong. Sometimes it feels like taking one slow breath at a time. Sometimes it feels like standing back up after a day that knocked you down. Sometimes it feels like simply choosing to stay. You are doing better than you think. Life is not about rushing to the finish line. It's about experiencing the journey, learning from the small things, finding meaning in the quiet spaces, feeling the weight and the beauty of being alive. You are allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to become someone new. Your transformation will not look perfect. It will be uneven. It will be messy. It will be real. And real is enough. There will be moments when you feel disconnected, when you wonder if anyone sees you, when your voice feels quiet, when your hope feels thin. In those moments, remind yourself, you are still part of this world. You still matter. Your presence still has weight. Your heart still has purpose. You are needed here, not because of what you achieve, not because of what you produce, but simply because you are you. And that is something no one else can be. So take your time, grow at your own pace, dream in your own way, heal in your own rhythm. Life is not something you have to conquer. Life is something you learn to live inside of, something you breathe with, something you grow with. So breathe, right here, right now. You are becoming, quietly, steadily, beautifully. And your becoming is not a race, it is a bloom. And one day, you will look back and realize you didn't just survive. You rose, you rebuilt, you grew, you softened without breaking. You stayed kind in a world that can be unkind. You kept your heart open even when it was tempted to close. And that is extraordinary. Your story is far from over. There are new chapters waiting, new beginnings preparing, new reasons to smile you haven't even discovered yet. So keep going, keep breathing, keep hoping. You are on your way. And when the world feels uncertain, when everything around you shifts, when you can't see the road ahead, trust yourself. Trust the way your heart knows how to rise again. Trust the quiet wisdom you've earned from every challenge. Trust the strength you gained from every setback. You are not starting from zero. You are carrying everything you've learned. Every lesson, every scar, every breakthrough, every small victory no one ever saw. Those are your roots, and they run deep. There will be times when life asks you to let go, to release people who no longer grow with you, to walk away from places your spirit has outgrown, to say goodbye to versions of yourself that no longer feel true. Letting go does not mean you failed. Letting go means you are making space. Space for peace. Space for joy. Space for the person you are becoming. You are not meant to carry everything forever. Some chapters are meant to close, so new ones can begin. So hold your heart gently. You have been through so much, more than you tell anyone. More than anyone really knows. Yet here you are, learning, healing, becoming. There is beauty in that kind of quiet resilience. There is power in that kind of steady growth. Even if no one claps for you, even if no one understands your journey yet, even if the world has not seen your light fully, you keep shining. Because your light does not depend on being seen. Your light exists because it is yours. And listen, you do not have to have everything figured out today. You just need to stay open, to keep feeling, to keep trying, to keep believing that something good is still possible. Hope is not naive. Hope is courageous. It is the small flame that refuses to go out, even on the darkest night. Protect that flame, guard it, feed it, because one day, that little flame will become the fire that leads your life forward. So for now, take a deep breath. Let your shoulders soften. Let your heart settle. Let your mind rest. You are safe to grow. You are safe to change. You are safe to continue. Your story is still unfolding, and the world is not done showing you the reasons to stay. Keep walking. Keep breathing. Keep believing. The sunrise is coming. There will come a day when you finally understand why everything happened the way it did. The delays, the heartbreaks, the endings you didn't want, the waiting that felt endless, the chapters you prayed would turn out differently. One day you'll look back and say, "It had to happen. I had to grow. I had to learn. I had to rise." Nothing in your story is random. Every moment has shaped you. Every experience has carved depth into your heart. You are not who you were before. You are stronger now, more aware, more grounded, more alive. And even if you can't see it yet, you are becoming someone incredible. Do not rush your journey. Do not force your transformation. Do not compare your pace with anyone else's. There is no timeline you must follow, no finish line you must race toward. You are allowed to move slowly. You are allowed to discover yourself gently. Healing is not a performance. Growth is not a contest. Life is not a competition. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Learning, listening, awakening. And when your heart feels heavy again, because it will sometimes, remember this: you have survived every dark moment that tried to break you. Not once did the darkness win. Not once did you stay down forever. So do not doubt yourself now. You have walked through fire before. You have risen from ashes before. You have rebuilt your life from pieces before. You know how to rise, even if your steps are small, even if your voice shakes, even if your faith feels fragile. Rise anyway. Because you were not made to stay in the shadows. You were not made to silence your own heart. You were not made to disappear into the background of your own life. You were made to live fully, to feel deeply, to shine honestly, to love bravely, to exist boldly. Your presence here is not an accident. You matter. Your heart matters. Your dreams matter. Your story matters. And there are chapters waiting for you that will feel like sunlight.
There comes a moment in life when the quiet voice inside you becomes impossible to ignore. The voice that says, "I want something more. I deserve better. I am meant to grow." And that voice is your truth speaking. You don't have to silence it anymore. You don't have to shrink to keep others comfortable. You don't have to hide the parts of you that are ready to expand. You're allowed to outgrow your old life. You're allowed to leave behind what no longer feels like home. You're allowed to become someone your past self could barely imagine. Growth is not betrayal. It is alignment. You're learning to trust yourself again, to stand on steadier ground, to build a life that feels real and warm and honest. A life where you don't pretend. A life where you don't apologize for feeling deeply. A life where your heart is not an inconvenience. You are allowed to take up space. To speak your truth, to want things, to chase things, to choose yourself. Your existence is not a burden. Your dreams are not too big. Your feelings are not too much. They are signs that your soul is awake. There will be days when you doubt yourself, days when progress feels slow, days when you question if anything is changing. But remember, seeds grow in silence. Roots strengthen in the dark. Transformation happens quietly before it is seen. Just because you can't see it yet does not mean it isn't happening. You are growing. Even on the days that feel still, even on the days that feel heavy, even on the days you want to give up, you are growing, so keep going. Not because you need to prove anything to anyone, but because your future is worth meeting. Your joy is worth finding. Your peace is worth protecting. Your heart is worth healing. The world needs the person you are becoming, and you are getting closer, breath by breath. You are already on your way. Even now, even here, there will be times in life when progress feels invisible. When you wake up, try your best and still feel like nothing is changing. When your heart asks, "Why is this taking so long?" But the truth is, growth is not always loud. It doesn't always look like victory or breakthrough. Sometimes it looks like patience, like showing up on days you don't feel strong, like choosing kindness when your heart is tired, like continuing to believe in a future you cannot see yet. That is growth too. The kind that builds you from the inside out. You're not failing just because it feels slow. You're not weak just because you feel pain. You're not lost just because you don't know the whole path yet. You are becoming. And becoming takes time. Becoming takes discomfort. Becoming takes letting go of the old version of you, so the new one can rise. Be gentle with yourself. You're learning how to live in a way that honors your heart. You're learning how to stand on your own side. You are learning how to stay true to what matters. This kind of growth is real. This kind of growth changes everything. So don't rush. Don't compare your journey to others. Don't think you are behind. There is no schedule for your becoming. There is no race. There is only this moment, this breath, this step. And every step counts. Even the small ones, even the quiet ones, even the steps no one sees. One day, you will look back and realize you are transforming all along. Even when you felt stuck, even when you felt uncertain, even when you felt tired. Your strength is not loud, but it is real. Keep going. You're building a life that will feel like home, not because it's perfect, but because it's yours. There comes a time in life when you realize you can't keep waiting for permission to become who you were always meant to be. You have to choose yourself, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when no one claps, even when you're scared. Because growth is not always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's the small decision to keep going when everything inside you wants to give up. You owe it to yourself to see what happens if you don't quit. Every version of you that's ever existed, the broken one, the tired one, the hopeful one, they've all been leading you here to this moment.